So what we've just done is created a scenario that summarizes a person who might be using a massive open online course and be interested in trying it out. The person's a lecturer, a senior lecturer at a university, and he brings to the situation a bunch of characteristics which influence how he'll engage with technology. We've used the ecology of resources framework to try to identify some of these characteristics and to list the things that were going to be in his context as a learner that are going to affect how he engages with technology and with the MOOC. Okay, so these break down into categories based on the ecology of resources framework of knowledge and skills, tools and people, and his environment that he's in. So I guess to list those would be this senior lecturer is he's at a traditional university. He's got a perspective on things like program design, what's involved with running a program, and he's got received a directive that within the next 5 years every program at the universities is going to have some blended learning aspect. So there's a mandate to be able to understand how to effectively design learning that's blended. So the knowledge and skills that he has at his disposal are that he's used computers for much of his career. He's 45, so he's got some experience with computers and is capable with them. He knows the practicalities of academic work, understands learning, curricula design, learning outcomes. He has a variable understanding of learning, teaching, and assessment strategies, but of course everyone does. And an understanding of academic administration policies and procedures, quality assurance, enhancement, and also an understanding of what his learners' experiences are, what it means to be a student, but this is perhaps a bit outdated because it's been a while since he was at university. So in terms of his environment, he has a reasonable good office with a Wi-Fi network. He may not be able to access some resources from time to time because of institutional firewalls. He also works from home and has a home office with a broadband connection and a comfortable and quiet environment where he can engage in a MOOC from home. His institution also recognizes the importance of continuing professional development, so that's an environmental factor both at his institution and at home. Motivates him to do it at home as well. So there are tools and people at his disposal as well, like he can use his laptop computer provided by the institution, has a camera, Skype, and is familiar with using Skype. He's got a mobile smartphone, a tablet device, has access to a digital library as well as a physical library. The IT department is supportive, the people of the IT department are supportive and help him, and he can ask colleagues if he has questions about that he might not be able to answer himself. And in addition, a learning development unit of some kind at the institution that supports staff development and training and CPD. The filters that he encounters perhaps on this in engaging with a MOOC are time and workload, so everyone's pressed for time and this person's no exception. Connectivity might be a problem from time to time, certainly broadband connections aren't always reliable, particularly in the home environment. Maybe the motivation is a problem. The institution may have said there's a mandate, but that doesn't necessarily translate into individual motivations to get things done. So you might be skeptical or thinking that, the last time I did something like this, it wasn't really beneficial, it didn't actually translate into benefits in the environment. In addition, there may be lack of understanding on the part of management, even though there's been a mandate to support blended learning in the institution. The institution may not have, in fact, provided support for that, and management may not even understand what a MOOC is. So there are positive filters as well, like enthusiasm for trying it out, and maybe eager to try something new and different, and that's an intrinsic motivation. And an extrinsic motivation would be to push by the department to try this out. So those are the factors in terms of an EOR analysis of what might be affecting this particular senior lecturer's engagement with technology around MOOC.